anybody that knows my story knows that I don't exist as the person I am today if it wasn't for Auburn University in the city, in the community, in Auburn. Auburn is where I met my wife. Like I said, we met when I had student loans and had debt and a really bad GPA that we're not going to discuss today. And it's where I met my best friends that I still am in touch with today on a daily basis. I've already spoken with them today, and I do every day. It's where I started this business. I started my last business with Tailgate Guys. It's where I'm starting Chapter right now. And I think back with Tailgate Guys that Auburn University, Auburn Athletics, they took a chance on us. They took a chance on a 23-year-old and 26-year-old and gave us the ball and said, go, run with it. And I still to this day am scratching my head on why. They really rolled the dice on that.
I don't know exactly when I remember Parker. That early part of playship, I don't necessarily remember him. It was probably because he was, just some kid from Carrollton, Georgia, unassuming, not particularly good-looking or clever, certainly not athletic. But it was later in pledgeship that we were paired together to do a project, and he was whining to me about, being homesick, and I said, Parker, pull yourself together, buddy. We're at Auburn University. We're freshmen. We're at the pinnacle of life right now. And so I guess he heeded my instructions, because 6 months later we're engaged in the fraternity and at the university. We're having the time of our lives. The idea of Tailgate Guys is kind of interesting because it started at the fraternity house, kind of stole my idea, and then, took it to the next level. And so it's taken me a long time to forgive him for that.
And I remember being in my driveway on the phone with my dad, telling him that I felt like God was really pulling me in that direction, that I needed to pursue this to success or failure. And the reason I had that mindset of pushing something to success or failure, it goes back to a story that's another influence, is one of my best friends in the world. He's here tonight with me. He's one of my pledge brothers. We were on a boat when I was probably 19, 20 years old with his dad, and he's a successful guy. And he told me that everyone, if you work hard and do the right thing, that everyone gets one or two chances to do something great in their lives. And I took that professionally at the time, and I still do. I think that's what he meant. And unfortunately, most of the people that get those opportunities don't see them. And furthermore, most of the people that see those opportunities are too scared to take the risk to do it. And so for me, in my mind, I probably didn't realize it at the time what that really meant, but once I started working on Tailgate Guys, that could not leave my mind. That was something that really stuck. And so from that point on, with Tailgate Guys, now with Chapter, we're pushing these things to success or failure. We're not going to be that fact. And so I think that's something that God kind of put that in my mind at that age, and it's resurfaced at really critical moments to keep pushing.
And I was there, and I think that stuck with Parker. And when he started Tailgate Guys, I think he saw that being his chance to do something really great, and he never looked back.
I've always tried to operate the way that I want to be treated too, and a lot of that is treating people fairly, transparently, and consistently. And some of the people that I enjoy most in this world, and some of my best business relationships, some of my best personal relationships are the same way. And now that I'm in the position that I'm in, it's important for me to invest in the people that really are seeking help from me the way that people help me. I spend time with these young people, and they want to pick my brain, and I end up learning more from them than they do from me. But at the same time, I'm just hoping that, giving them some time and hopefully pouring myself into them a little bit more can kind of pass the torch and pay it forward. Doing what you say you're going to do. And people that do that are, to me, are worthy of the highest level of respect. And the person that I put in that category is Melanie, my wife. She is she is that, and she does what she says she's going to do, and she works hard. She's been a great example for me my entire life that I've known her. And I think of several moments, professionally, personally, that I've thought in my head, how would Melanie handle this situation? And I keep going because of that. And that's something that I share with people in the office. I share it with people that want my advice. And she's that person that stands out as that role model for me. Do what you say you're going to do. That's professionally, personally, everything in life. It's just the only way to do things. And I promise you that if you do that, you'll find success.